going to start off with the boys in pink. Uh,
The boys
47
in
trophies. 47 trophies to the legend. Retirement of Alba and
Busquets
Busquets.
and Suarez, I hope.
Hopefully, fourth retirement of Suarez for sure.
Although, if I had an option, he would walk out and get hit by a bus. But that's a different ballgame.
That's a different story for a different day.
That's not even a soccer issue.
Yeah. Did you get to see this?
I got to watch most of it at Petticola's. Obviously, I was a little distracted because I was talking to people. But, I thought it turned into a decent game. I think the scoreline flattered Miami, but I do think Miami were better.
Yeah. So we can talk about it. So Mueller, injury, didn't practice with the team. He looked off all game.
Yeah, at least a touch off.
Yeah. Plus, they had the center back with a big hair on him all day, every day.
Yeah,
like in his back pocket. Yeah. That was his assignment, is to make sure Thomas Mueller didn't do much of anything. The double post, that should have been a goal.
That was wild.
That's what can we do there? They came on. The issue with them is that they came on too late. They didn't get the goal they needed, or they didn't get the second goal they needed,
right.
And then Miami, held out long enough to get the. Once Messi got into it, 2 assists, no goals though.
Mm-hmm.
But it was.
I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think Vancouver came into this thinking they could probably just take some pressure for a little while, and maybe try to tire out the older Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe try to go for it late, but that one goal going in the way it did, I think kind of broke that game plan.
Yes.
And then, they just couldn't quite finish it. I mean, like you said, at the one double post one, and, the one they did score one off the post too. So,
yep, hit the goalkeeper, hit the post, go in.
I do actually think this was a fun game, though.
No, I mean, fun. To me, as far as the business of MLS, this was the best result they could possibly.
Honestly,
right?
yeah. As much. Look, I didn't want Miami to win. Most of us didn't want Miami to win.
Yes.
Right? It's hard for me to argue that they weren't the right team to win it, but that's sports, right? We argue about it. I will say I felt less upset about watching Messi lift a cup than I thought I would. I thought I'd be pissy about it, but I think I think that Peter, Third Degree, said something on Twitter about Busquets, Alba, Messi, we're all celebrating pretty hard about winning this. And made me feel a little bit better about it, not just being going to the office, at least. It made me feel better about the whole thing. It's still not great, but you know what I mean.
I don't know why people assume this, right? When people say it's a retirement league, they make it seem like these players don't care. These guys are professionals. These guys, their whole MO is I win.
Well, and I think I've been guilty of that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely been guilty of that. Well, and winning is fun.
Exactly, especially in this era, right?
Yeah,
Messi went and got all his friends. He's playing with all his friends. Of course, they're going to celebrate winning.
Yeah,
right. I'm sure he was pissed when he got knocked out in the first round. Like, what the fuck is this? Right? We were the best team in the league and we lost in the playoffs, so we're not the champion. I'm sure that was confusing for him. And then obviously the 2 retired players are going to celebrate going out with a W, right?
Yeah.
That's a given, right?
Right. You should.
This is your last game. You got your friends and family here. You're going to look back. This might not even be the most important trophy for them, but they're going to look back and be like, I went out the way I came in, which is as a champion. Right?
And so they get to go and party in Miami tonight as retired soccer players and be like, I don't care what I eat or drink tonight.
That's a fact. I guarantee there was a yacht off the coast of Treasure Island somewhere down there. Just absolutely mayhem.
Just think of the food you could get in Miami. I would be just throwing Cubans down.
Right. So like I said, it's, to me, he was going to win one. Right, it's not a guarantee, right? Because Zlatan came, didn't win. Thierry Henry came, didn't win, even though those Red Bull teams were pretty good. So it's not a guarantee that you get the aging star and you win. But when you get the best player in the world, he probably should win one.
And on top of that, best player in the world who has somehow built a career out of not running for most of the game.
That's a fact, and
that's incredible.
That won't change at all. He's like, I'm a jog here.
Yeah.
His defensive work apparently is better here. He picked the pocket of Kubas, I think, who I don't know what he was doing there. Right there, just kick the ball upfield or pass it. He turned into Messi, and then Messi did what he did: pass, bang, goal.
Looked like an FC Dallas highlight.
It did, didn't it? It was like that's as a number 6'8". I don't know
Yeah,
what position you're playing there. Your job is to make sure you don't lose the ball right there. Because if you lose the ball, it's Messi, who's one of the best assist kings in the world,
right.
on a clean run towards your goal. Like that's a problem. Uh, but yeah, 47 trophies.
Yeah,
He's gonna throw it somewhere in the back. you know, it's not
yeah,
gonna
just
be it's not gonna be next to the was it Commonwealth Bowl? What's the or the
Copa
World
America.
Cup? Yeah, it's not gonna be next to the
Yeah.
Copa America or the World Cup, but it's gonna be somewhere on the shelf.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, it's something, and it'll be fun to look back on this. If MLS is still around, or just U.S. soccer is actually existing and doing some good stuff, and I don't know, when I'm an old ass dude, and be able to go, yeah, I remember Messi won a tournament here. I don't know.
yeah, I mean,
It's good in the history books. At some point, people will just see it in a vacuum rather than being the buildup we've had.
yeah, they're in the arc of history. This will just be, oh yeah, he played here,
Yeah,
right? It
which I
won't.
guess is the point. As you pointed out, at the end of the day, this Major League Soccer couldn't have asked for anything better for him. This is the model the whole time.
Yes.
So,
There's some other back of business thing. I think is it Jose Mas? What's the owner's name?
I can't even remember.
Yeah. So I think he's gonna get more pull. He's the one I think like really leaning into changing the rules.
He's got to be
Right.
one of the loudest ones, at least.
Right. So
It's got to be
salary
him at
cap.
what, NYCFC?
I mean, technically all the expansion. So
Yeah,
LAFC. So I think salary cap's gonna go up, continue going. I think and what's funny is the salary cap's not really going to go up. What they're going to do is just roll in all the Garber and Tam and whatever
yeah,
into the salary cap so that the number is higher, but you get to spend the exact same amount.
yeah,
Uh,
and you're still quelling the conservative voices like the Hunts a little
yes.
bit. Yeah,
They got the domestic title for Canadian players now, so that
yeah.
helps. They'll probably eventually get domestic for Mexican players. That's probably the next thing. Is like, oh yeah, if you're from Mexico, you're domestic too.
Look, we're
Now,
hearing so much about doing stuff with Mexican players at this point that it almost feels like a given. So,
yeah, so that's probably the next thing. Although I think the Mexican Federation might fight that because one of their stated goals is to feed into the Mexican national team. So I'm not sure they'll jump both
yeah,
feet into that one,
that's an
but we'll
interesting one to
see.
me because Mexico kind of has a weird version of what Jamaica has with England happening, and Curacao has with the Dutch and stuff like that, where
Yeah,
a lot of times they can pull people from their backgrounds and stuff like that. And you're seeing more and more players that were raised in the
Spain.
United States that
Yeah,
want to play for Mexico, and vice versa, right? It goes both ways. So they might even see that as an opportunity. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know what they're
Shout out,
thinking.
shout out to Farfan who made it to the playoffs at Tigres. So
Man,
the pipeline's good. Jesse, Gonzalez when he was here wanted to go to
right.
Mexico. So it's just there is that pull. Like if I have the opportunity to play of either, I'll go south. But
Yeah,
we don't.
I think you got to think of young players like Anthony Ramirez, who I guess we just cut at FC Dallas, but like I think that's some of the pipeline players that they've missed out on. And Diego Luna, like
Yes.
they're going to see players like Diego Luna and say that was a huge miss on our part.
Oh, for sure. Well, we'll see how the Diego Luna arc goes. As it stands now, it's a
Fair
mistake.
enough. Fair
We'll see
enough.
how
Yeah. Yeah.
the arc runs. We'll see what the performance is next year. Because he's not a young man, right? He's like 26, 27.
I don't remember.
He
I'm
might
willing
only
to look
have
this
this
up.
World Cup and one more World Cup cycle.
I
And
thought
then
Diego Luna was younger, but I wouldn't be surprised to be wrong on that one. No, he's 22. He's got more cycles left.
oh, okay, never
Yeah.
mind. So he's got 2 cycles. All right, well then never mind. Yes, big mistake. As long as he stays healthy and the quality of play stays where it needs to be.
Good for
But
the
yeah,
rivalry, though.
oh, most definitely. Shout out to I do love the polls. We'll talk about that in FIFA later, where they're like, which game are you most likely to look forward to? And people are like Mexico, USA, and I'm like, you get 3 of those a year. Why?